Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Admiral Stupid, or Ross, as some people might know me. I'm just trying out a quick stream tonight. I've been messing around with this new software called OBS, Open Broadcaster Software. That's my second monitor.
Didn't see you there.
Oh, hi, I'm Admiral Stupid. So, sorry, what you saw there was me just noticing that the stream came up on my other screen. We're going to play about half an hour or so of a game, and I'm going to screw around because we've got the main camera, which is this one. We've got a combined feed, and we've got a mix. So, let me just start the game. I probably should have started this before I started streaming, but I am new to this. We're going to be playing some FTL on easy because I'm a timid little bitch and I don't want to die. So what you should see, hopefully, if I can hit the button, that is that we can change from my view to a combined view, which theoretically should have the game running. Let's see, video capture, game capture, beep boop, FTL, gimme, I want me some FTL, and then that one. You're gonna have to bear with me on this one, people. We'll see what happens. What I might need to do is change this to windowed, blah blah blah, full screen off. See, this is what this is for. This is testing, right? Let us close that. Let's start it again. You'll be looking at a blank screen. Hello, I'm back. Hi. This is why you need a second person to do shit like this. FTL. There we go. So hopefully, if I switch to the combined feed, let's keep that. Oh, combined feed, I said. There we go. What I will need to do here, I guess, is monkey about with the settings on the streaming stuff again. Again, bear with me. Thank you for your patience. But I need to make sure that the game is showing up correctly. It needs to fit the screen size I told it to, which it's not doing on the full screen image. Okay. So, woohoo! Right. Okay. So we're looking at the combined image. We're now looking at the game, and we're now looking at me. Let's switch to combined for the moment to play a little bit of the FTL. I had a game going, but screw it. I'll just start a new one. Okay. So we are going to be on board the USS. Oh no, I don't need. Yeah, USS Awesome. If I could spell awesome, that would be. I played some of this before, quite a bit, but I'm still terrible at it. For example, what I just did. And I have beaten it, that's for sure. I'm going to change that to Johnny Awesome. I'm going to change Lauren to, we'll leave Lauren. Awesome, oh, yeah, Johnny Awesome. Stephen Dengler, I don't know. Let's make that something different. Let's go with Solid Snake, because why not? Alright, done. Except, okay, Johnny Awesome, Lauren, and Solid Snake are about to outrun the rebels and save the galaxy. I also have the advanced edition. I haven't tried it yet, so I might just leave it just now. I might put it on later. Let's figure it out. Easy mode, because I'm a coward. Let's start. So in this it's kind of like a roguelike game. We play as a ship that is outrunning a bunch of rebels, and we have to jump from node to node in the system, you'll see it in a second, in order to get away, and we have to make it back to our headquarters before they catch us, so that we can tell them our vital information. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. Right, so first thing I usually do is make sure my weapons are powered up. And because we're on easy mode, we get a little bit of scrap metal, which is how you buy upgrades. So we will spend that on an extra power bar. And if you notice down here, that's our available power, and each bar represents a power that's being used. So we'll put one more into our engines, which means we are our jump drive up here. It charges faster, and we have more evasion. Now what I will do is, I was going to do something. I swear I was. Yes, I was going to switch to game feed. Hey, there we go. Right. We're going to jump. So this is the beacon map. So each of these represents a point you can jump to. Nebulas here, they make fleet pursuits slower, but you usually encounter all sorts of annoying shit in them. The point being that you jump from beacon to beacon trying to outrun the fleet. You gain scrap and you gain upgrades, and by the end of this you're supposed to be able to fight off the rebels once we get to the final sector, which is 7 or 8, I think. So we've only got one option, so we might as well take it. Whoosh! Engage. Right. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Well, we are a hero, so we will intervene to defend. Detecting the higher threat, the automated ship moves in to engage your ship. Okay, so spacebar pauses the game. Spacebar is your friend in this. So we have missiles and we have lasers. Missiles use a finite amount up here. You have a supply, you can buy new ones. Lasers just use power, so as long as they don't get damaged, they're just going to keep going. So, just to show you a missile, we will use a missile to focus on his weapons system here. And we'll also try and take out his engines, because if he tries to run away, which can happen, that's bad for us, because it lets the rebel fleet know where we are. But if we take out his engines and or his piloting, he can't do that. So let's see what happens. Just drinking, don't mind me. Okay, we're taking damage. This is not good. Okay, we've disabled his weapons. We're gonna focus our lasers on his engines now because they're damaged. Our shields have been damaged. So now that he's dead, I'm going to move our folks to repair our shields. So we get 2 missiles, 1 drone part, and 10 scrap. Drones can be very useful in this game. You have to install drone systems, and that allows you to deploy drones that can defend your ship, that can attack other ships, or repair your own systems. I usually don't like to use it for this ship, the Kestrel, although it can prove useful. There are different ships in the game that will let you that are probably more suited to drones. I might show that one later. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by these scouts. Take this on the house. So fuel is important. If we run out of fuel, we can't go nowhere. Sorry for stating the obvious here, but we can't. And then we just have to wait in whatever system that we're in and hope that somebody passes by that we can get fuel from, either by force or by trade. I'd rather avoid that if I can. Don't mind me, I'm just drinking a Strongbow Dark Fruit. Other products are available. This stream is neither endorsed nor supported by Strongbow. So the idea behind the game here is that you want to try and visit as much of a sector as you can before you have to leave. So you have to balance the amount of fuel you have, the likelihood of getting into a confrontation with someone, and whether you'll get blown the fuck up is the other part. So yeah, getting blown the fuck up, not something you want to do. You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. So we can buy a slave, fired him. we can attack him or we can ignore him. Again, we are playing the White Knight, so we are attacking this slaver son of a bitch. We will focus our missiles on his shields, because shields tend to stop beam weapons. So hopefully our missile will take out his shield and at least damage it, and then our laser will be free to target his weapon systems. Let me just pause our laser. So what I did there was, because of the timing, I think these were a bit too close for comfort, so they might have both fired at the same time. And if they fired at the same time, we would have basically been wasting a laser shot. Ah! We surrender! Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll die anyway. This is usually how I go, because yeah, I'm gonna save the bug lady, Willow. And we will put her to work on our shields. So each of the systems you see here with the little like chess pawn looking icon above it means that the system can be sort of, it gets more power if it's being manned. So shields, it just means that they'll recharge faster when they're manned. Same with likes of engines. Engines mean your jump timer is reduced. You have to have a pilot to evade. Weapons reduces the time that it takes them to charge. That sort of stuff. So it's always good to have someone on there. Now, what you see here is the rebel fleet. That's their position. The forward line here, meaning that you're likely to encounter them, or that's where they're going next turn. So we're going to be playing this quite close. Okay. Let me just switch back to combined view for a moment. Hello. Just because I can. As you jump into the system, a pirate advances on your position. They're refusing all hails. Prepare for a fight! Alright, we'll give them a fight if they want to fight. So, I don't want to waste too many missiles, but I want to take these guys out quick. And I want to show off. On easy mode. Yeah. So, we'll do our normal strategy. We'll fire at the shields with our missile, and then we will laser them in the face. Oh, they fired at us. Ah! The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. Okay, so we need to reprioritize here. We're going to fire at their engines. Now what also helps is you see that it says here, enemy FTL delayed. It means that their pilots have to come out of the pilot seat to repair all the crap that we just broke. Not that it matters because I just blew them up. But on more substantial ships, that can be a problem. Is they might jump away before we can destroy them. So we have to disable as many systems as possible so that their crew is too busy fixing them to run away. Now, that store is tempting up here, because that's how we get things like upgrades, we can get crew, we can get all sorts of lovely stuff. But I think we have enough fuel, we have enough missiles, we're not using drones, so I think we'll jump to this one here, because it gives us the chance to accrue more scrap. 67 is okay, but we will probably encounter another store before we finish the sector. Watch as we don't, because I said it, and we're gonna just make sure we get back in one piece. An advanced rebel automated ship remains stationed near a small rebel space station. Sensors indicate it's a storage vessel for military goods. Well, I think we're gonna have to get some of them military goods. Now, because this drone doesn't have shields, and because I'm not wanting to show off that much, I'm going to save a missile in this case. It's not worth the hassle, to waste our missiles, because we're just going straight through the shields anyway. Let's retask our shield lady, Willow, to help fix the pilot. And let's go heal our pilot. See, look at this. The station is a storage site for military-grade weapons. You find one that can be easily attached to the ship. So we get Hull Smasher Laser. So that requires extra power, which we currently don't have for our weapon system. Requires 2 charge, same as our current laser. It's slightly longer charge, it has fewer shots, but you get bonus damage on rooms that don't have systems. So you see all the icons on the enemy ships, that means they have a system there, which we can damage, but we get double damage if we don't target them. So it's kind of a trade-off. Let's see. The problem being that we'd have to spend 85 just to get in. You know what? Here's what we'll do. We will put one power bar into that, one upgrade. We'll buy a couple of power bars for that. Think of it as an investment. We will deactivate our missiles for the moment, and we will keep our lasers handy. Everybody back to your stations. That's the enter button, by the way. I like hitting that button to save the positions. It's already saved, but screw it. Distress. So this, as it says there, someone might need help. Someone also might be being a dick and trying to screw you over, as often happens in this game. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach it without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it. Let's help. Oh, my options are simply fire on the defense system or simply fire on the defense system. Ow! Okay, right, so that didn't work out for us. That can go either way. To be fair, I still don't know what actually determines whether you... like, I've won this roll, I've lost it, so I don't know if it is like a random dice roll, or if it takes into account the systems on your ship. I honestly don't know. But we took some mighty damage there, so we're going to get these two to repair our healing system, and these two to repair our cameras, because one of these rooms has a hole in it. There we go. Okay, let's retask you, because we need to close that frickin' hole, or we lose all our oxygen. And if you're like me, you need oxygen to survive. If you're not like me, then well done. Right, well, that wasn't worth it. Let's jump to here, because we still have a decent amount of fuel. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Yeah, fuck no. We don't have the money to do it anyway. So, since we're not going to use our shiny missiles, we're going to just try and focus on blowing them the hell up. Oh god! Brace for impact! Damn it! Okay, so we've taken out the shields, and we have beat them a new... torn them a new asshole. Oh! Oh! They keep hitting us. Stop it, you assholes. 6 missiles... No! No surrender! You attacked us, you asshole. Go heal yourself, Johnny Awesome. There we go. Right. So, we got slightly more scrap than they were offering, but fewer missiles and drones are really not. I mean, for me in this run, drones are for selling. Screw anything else. Right. Everybody's healed, back to your stations. That button is the best. Press enter and everybody just runs back to where they should be. We're gonna try and go up here. An important thing to do in FTL, which I learned quite quickly, although not bloody quickly enough, was to always check out the way you're going to make sure that you have an option. So for example, if I had gone down here, and then let's say there was a beacon down here that didn't connect to anything else, I would then have to backtrack to get back on to where I need to be. Which, if the rebel fleet is like one jump behind you, that's a real bad deal. So I think we will have just enough time to go there, 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 and into the exit. And that's our best option, I think. So, let's go up here. Watch as I then get blown the fuck up. We're in danger. Right. A rebel scout. So this is what I'm saying. They're trying to get away. It will mean that the fleet knows that we're here. So, what I think we should do is reprioritize, put our missile on, aim for their engines, then hit our laser at their shields. Yes, that should do some damage. Now this is one of their combat drones. Fires a beam weapon. Now, doesn't do any damage once we've got our shields up. However, if they fire at us and take our shields down, this thing will beat the crap out of us real fast. So, we have taken down shields, and our missile has wrecked their engines. So, let us fire a hull laser into here, because we get double damage, and then fire our normal weapon into their weapon system, because I don't think they're going to survive another volley from us, to be fair. I think, but with our double damage, we will wreck them. Also, not that it matters, because they only have one hull point left. Bye-bye! Okay. Blah 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 blah, one step ahead of the fleet, fantastic. Okay. Yeah, we'll jump here. All of our military ships have been destroyed or damaged during the rebellion. However, there have been reports of a Mantis war camp only a few jumps from us. Can you help? White Knight. So we'll pledge to do what we can. So it's at the next sector, so it's not going to be this time. So... remember I said we were likely to encounter a store before we got out of here. Oh. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools and they've tried to shut down your engines. The crew manages to keep them barely operational and we move into attack. Oh, screw you, pirate man. Let's take out his shields and then attack his weapons. Now he's got one of these attack drones. It's not a beam drone, so this will just keep taking down our shields, which means if they attack, they get through and they damage us. Okay, so we're gonna try and take out his drone system, but probably we're gonna take him out in the next volley anyway. I mean the one after that one. This one. Okay. Alright, 3 fuel and 22 scrap. What I might do is just so that I have the option if I need it. So we can now power all the weapons so that we don't have to just turn them on every time that we need them to work. We don't have to switch between them. Ooh, this binary system is quite remarkable. Look at that. Look at that background. That's remarkable. Oh, we're in danger because we're in a nebula. So, when we're in a nebula, it means that our internal sensors get busted. What I haven't done yet, which I can do if I wanted to, was upgrade subsystems. These don't take power from our reactor, but the autopilot means that you don't have to have a pilot in the seat. You still get some evasion without a pilot, so useful if you have to go and repair stuff. The sensors mean that we can see what's happening in our ship, what's happening in the enemy ship, and we can see their power use if we upgrade it all the way. Doors are important because you sometimes get boarded, so the higher that is, the more difficult it is for people to get through your doors. As it stands, people can just walk through our doors, so I'm going to put 1 point into that. So our doors have gone from orange to grey, which means they're slightly armoured. So let's get out of here. So, this is the star map. Green means civilian, red, hostile, purple, nebula. Where possible, I like to avoid nebula. I find them a pain in the ass. But what we're going to do is we're going to go this way, through the civilian sector first. I think that means that we're less likely to get tough enemies. Sorry, still drinking. Right, 16 scrap, and oh fuck, there's a store, god damn it. I spent all my money. We're going to go up and round here to get to the quest, and then we're going to go probably like that. Boom! Badly damaged and still being assaulted by a space pirate. The victim begins a distress mission until the pirate cuts it off. Try to be a hero! Okay. I want to fire a missile at his drones because screw drones. Actually, no, he's just got a beam drone. Missile at his shields and then fire like that. There we go. Okay, hopefully this will not be too much of a shit show. Oh god, they fired a missile. Miss! Damn it! He didn't miss. Alright, look at that. Done. Done in 1. Nice. Thank heavens you showed up. We don't have much to offer as a reward, but our engineer should be proficient enough to patch your ship up a bit after that nasty fight. So we are healed back to full health. I love it. We are starting to get a little bit lower on fuel than I would like. We can sell 5 missiles for scrap. We are wanting to keep our missiles. I don't want to give away missiles. That seems like a real bad idea. Ooh! See, you just get random events like this sometimes that gives you some good shit. There's a store! Oh, options. Okay, I think I'm gonna go down the way, up the way, then down the way. Because each node is a chance to earn scrap. Including a quest node. Right, automated scout, let's intervene. And let's wreck him. And let's not use our missiles because screw that business. In fact, let's take out that. Let's be sensible here. Oh, we missed! Oh, it didn't matter. Okay. 3 fuel, nice. No, we can't do that. We have to go for the quest. If we don't go for the quest, we're never going to get it. You find the Mantis encampment, but there are far too many of them to count accurately. You send a long-range message back to the settlement with your findings, but unfortunately there's not much you can do. It would be suicide to attack directly. Let's bombard the Mantis. Uh-oh. Oh crap. Oh crap, they've got planetary defenses. Right, okay. Mantis are quite tough, I've found. But they don't have a transport system. A Mantis that gets you on your ship can wreck you, I've found. So, let's not fuck about. Let's fire a missile at their shields. Let's fire our normal lasers, our burst lasers at their weapons. Let's do our hull laser at this lovely storage room they apparently have in the back. Right, what use is this room? It must literally just be a cargo hold, because it's not a corridor connecting anything else. Well, that kind of hurt us, but it hurt them more. Okay. So we got 1 rocket, so we only lost 1 overall. We fired 1 and missed, and then we fired 1 to hit them. Okay, repairing our engines, and then Lauren, you go heal yourself. Once our engine is repaired, sorted. Right. Okay. Beep boop beep boop beep. Return to your posts. And we will now jump, because we have some lovely money, to the store. Okay. Travelling merchant. Show me your wares, merchant. Heal me. And then I like to buy as much fuel as I can, except to leave a round number, because... nope. So, reverse ion field gives us protection against ion damage. Booster means our FTL charges faster, which can be useful later on if we're in like difficult fights. And an FTL jammer makes it longer for the enemy to power up and run away. I don't think we really need or want any of that stuff. We have enough money if we wanted to get a drone control, which requires power, a crew teleporter or cloaking system. At the moment I think we'll leave them. I'd rather preserve the scrap so that we can do a little bit of upgrading if we have to. So, before we actually do any upgrading, right, there's another store there. Yeah, I don't think it's worth the risk. We're getting a little bit too close to the rebels. Alright, ship. Upgrades. Engines might be useful to upgrade, so we'll do a bit of that. So we should now, what's it say here? Level 4. Dodge is 20 and FTL charges at 1.75%. It's normal rate. Because it's manned, we get more evasion. So our evasion up here is 30. That's a combination of our engine room and our pilot. You'll notice that if we move the pilot, our evasion just goes down to 0. That's because we don't have an autopilot. So while this can get damaged and it reduces our evasion, it doesn't wreck it totally. The minute your pilot is either not there or repairing something, I think it kind of screws you up. Let us go here. Oh, and we're in the middle of an ion storm. Fantastic. Oh, you find 2 heavily damaged ships floating nearby, the remains of a battle. You begin to harvest some usable debris when you hear the sounds of someone beaming aboard, followed by the shouts of a boarding party. Ugh. Well, we got 30 scrap and a drone, but we've got intruders on board. Fantastic. So, they're beaming into our engine room here. So let us All hands to the engine room. Run! So boarders can wreck your shit real fast in this game. Notice there are some in here as well. There's a guy in there. But the key here is to just try and crowd them out, basically, where you can. So hopefully, dead. Dead. Okay, we're getting real close to these people dying. So we're gonna pause and we're gonna order them to run the fuck away. But it shouldn't be a problem because we should be able to. No. Okay. It's gonna be a problem. Willow, run away. Oh wow. Okay. Woo. So ion storms are awesome because it cuts down the available power you have. So there are times where you could be fighting another ship and still and not have enough power to power everything. So you might have to take power out of your healing system and your oxygen in order just to power your weapons or your shields or your engines. It's a freaking nightmare. Let's get them out of the way so that Willow can heal. I think what I'm probably going to do now is once we get to the beacon here, I'm going to call it because this is just a test, so I'll be going back and reviewing this. I need to, you know, see how the transitions worked, how the audio levels are, that kind of thing. It's just a test. This is just a test. So we will travel to this beacon. A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. You know what? I am not in the mood, so we're going to attack you. We're going to put our shields and our engines back up, of course. Let's go crazy. Let's fire a missile. Let's attack their weapons, and let's screw their drones. Yeah, let's go with that. No, I'm going to fire on this corridor, because fuck that corridor. No surrender! Okay, they have 1 hit point left. Let's target... Oop. I was going to shoot a missile there, waste it. Bye-bye. Alright, that's them done. Let's just go to it. Okay. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, you can jump to the next sector. Alright, well, I think we're going to call it there. So let's just cut to this. Thank you for watching if you've watched. Hopefully the audio level's fine compared to the game. Hopefully the frame rate is not garbage. Hopefully the bit rate is not garbage. But I guess we'll see. So, cheers.